Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are hopefully fixing an LG G8, my old phone. So what is wrong with this phone? It has a charging port issue, a battery issue, and I didn't know this until I actually opened it, a back glass issue. So let's see if we can fix it. But before we begin, I have to state that I'm not a professional nor an expert. This is not necessarily a tutorial, but more of an entertainment video for enjoyment of viewing and not necessarily something to follow. If we were to plug this phone in, it actually is charging now. I just tested it a moment ago. Or not, because I'm crazy apparently. Oh, and there it goes. So if we look at this charging port, the little meter here, you can actually see it is pulling 0.89 amps. And then it does drop off sometimes to 0. So we definitely have a charging port issue. If we put the plug in this way, it would say charging slowly. But if we put it in this way, it would be, say, charging faster. So that is one of the issues. I think that is a charging port issue itself. So how do we fix this? How do we get into it? How do we go about figuring this out? Well, these LG G8s have a back glass that comes off, not the screen itself. The screen is like the last thing that can come off. So all we need to do is heat this back glass up, and we have this charging pad here, or not charging pad, but heating pad here. It'll heat the phone up, and hopefully the glue will release itself and we can pop the back glass off. That will be one of the issues. So before we begin, we're just gonna take some tape. Might have been better to have some packing tape, but that stuff's expensive. So we're just gonna try using some masking tape and hope for the best. Try to cover everything up and make sure we don't get shards of glass everywhere. And I've done a horrible job of this already. Okay. So now, from what I've gathered, what we need to do is set our heating pad up to, looks like 80 to 85 degrees for about 10 to 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. Now turn our I keep wanting to call this a charging pad. I don't know why. Okay, we're gonna put this at, we don't need that. We're gonna do 85 for about 10 minutes, I think. There we go. And we'll see how it looks in a moment. All right, we got about 2 minutes left and it is pretty toasty up on the top. I'm double gloved, so hopefully that'll protect us from getting burnt. Got a few opening tools already, just in case. Some plastic things. Good old fashioned picks. It is better to get these back glass off than the screen because you can mess the screen up pretty easily. 1 minute left on the pad, and there we go. That's been a full 10 minutes. And let's go ahead and see if this is easy or hard, difficult, whatever. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty easy. I think that did a pretty good job. We're just gonna go ahead and take our opening tool and glide it slowly and gently. We don't want to go too crazy. It's also good practice if we ever have to take a screen off. I know we can just fly straight through this stuff, no problem. This is actually working good. So 85 degrees for 10 minutes, at least seems to be a pretty good, uh-oh, what did we turn it on for? Don't turn on, you fool. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. It'd probably die pretty quickly anyways. The battery has been charged in a few weeks. I don't know if there's anything, I know that we got the fingerprint sensor. We don't want to damage that. I'm not sure how that's connected or not. Just got to be careful. Kind of going into this blind. Forgot to look where all the cables were. If there's any like obvious cables connected to this back glass, which there probably is going to be at least one for the fingerprint scanners on the back there. So we're just gliding along the perimeter and making sure that all of the glue has been broken. So now, how does this thing come off? We got a little more glue. Yeah, a little bit. I should have done a little bit more better job with this, but we'll see. Still got a little bit more glue holding us into place here. Pretty separated down here. There we go. Some glue over here. Okay, how are we looking? Okay. Still got a little glue up here in this corner. There we go. There we go. How do we, okay, so I'm just taking a look here and seeing, all right, how are we connected? So that's just some glue hanging on there. So got the fingerprint scanner in there, which is right here. And this looks like it's just some sort of mechanical capacitive buttons. And then we did get a new replacement backing. This one's gray, that's okay, because, you know, there's not a lot of options. So looks like we're gonna need a few things. Is this the wireless charging coil, or is this nothing? I don't know what that is. We're gonna need this piece to transfer over for sure. We need to transfer the fingerprint scanner. Interesting. All right, I think we'll save that for later. So we'll put that off to the side. Now what we need to do, start disassembling this phone piece here. We're just kind of going on with the flow. Usually I like to be precautious and you know, go back to the iFixit guide a few times. But we're just going with it. We're just vibing at the moment. I think we're gonna do a 000. I think that'll be better. So bottom right, let's take this one out, and we'll just use this thing here. It's got a nifty little compartmenter thing. I don't even know what English is. Okay, that's kind of nice. I like that little organization. Assuming we got to take this plate out, and then probably sometimes these things are like two pieces. I don't know how this is going to be set up, so we'll figure this out as we go. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of more intelligence here. So this is going to be the left. We'll set that off to the left. We'll kind of make a mental note of this. These might all be the same size, but you never really can tell. Well, I mean, you can tell if you actually use your eyes and look at it, but you know what I mean. We don't need to fuss around how big these screws are, really, do we? Not sure how many of these we actually need to take out, but we are going to probably take them all out. Okay, and we've got two more screws. One over there and one over here. Nice. I like the little organization we got going on here. Very nice, very nice. So let's see. Can we just pop this up? So now this is some sort of a charging, wireless charging setup, which we could have used instead of buying a new charge port. Actually, we couldn't because we still need to plug things in. All right, come on now. How do we get this off of here? No, we got one more screw right here. So let's go and take that one off too. Let's put that one right there. Now we'll just come up. All right, what are we looking for? What are we looking? We're looking for a little leverage. There we go. Looks like maybe some retaining clips. Don't look too bad. A little resistance here. Why are you resisting? Why isn't this popping up? The screw's gone. I don't know why that's not popping up. Try from this side. Is it possible a little? Maybe it was just a little. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So this is the wireless charging coil, looks like. Okay, looks like a little degradation there, perhaps. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe not, probably not. All right, so then what this is, it's a coil of copper. And it energizes the copper like an induction stove, and it charges the phone. Funny words, Magic Man, I know. Let's go and put this off to the side. Now, let's see here. We got our charging port's gonna be down here. And we just pop this off, I'm sure. Just carefully. Very, very carefully. Come on. Come on. Don't want to push down too hard because we don't want to knock any components off on the board level. There we go. Nice. This looks, oh, interesting. That's disgusting. It must be the earpiece or speaker. That's nasty. We'll have to clean that up. Put that off to the side for the moment. Now we have access to our charging port assembly. So, and we also have to clean that up. That's disgusting. Eesh. So, let's see here. How are we looking here? Let's grab the new one so we know what we're doing. And here's our new charging port, which I got off of Injured Gadgets. Interesting. That looks like it goes underneath the board. Does it not? Now I'm scared. All right. Well, let's see here now. Do we need to take this board out in order to do this? Let me actually, we're gonna disconnect this battery, because sometimes when you're messing around and monkeying around with this stuff, it can short things because the battery is installed. I've also heard that this battery is exceedingly difficult to actually pop out. So let me take a moment. I'm going to look up the iFixit guide just to make sure we do have to take this board out. Well, the iFixit guide wasn't 100% clear what we need to do here, but I think, yeah, it looks like we actually do need to take that out. So let's go ahead and take out the earphone jack, or the headphone jack, excuse me. Let's go ahead and put that off to the side. Let me grab another screw organization. We'll put this in here. And we're going to take this headphone port jack thing out and check this out. And this should just pop up, I would assume. Yes, it does. Okay, we'll put this off into the side. This thing looks pretty dirty too. We'll have to clean that up. Just to confirm, if we pull up on this, this is not moving at all. Nah. Let's see, because this goes underneath the board. Yeah. Bother. All right, let's see. What else we got going on here? Do we need to take the camera assemblies out? Or is this a head... This might be this ear speaker. Does this just pop out and pull out? Let's see. I don't know. It's not moving, so we're just going to leave that plugged in. We'll have to take that off in a moment. Actually, let's go ahead and unplug it anyways. So when we pull that circuit board, motherboard, whatever you call it, out, won't get anything damaged. Okay. I'm not seeing any screws for the motherboard. They might have just used the case screws to hold the motherboard down. We're just gonna pop this off. We need to pop these wires, coaxial wires off too. Okay. All right. Come on now. There we go. Does this just pull out up, or is there's more to this? I feel like there should be more to this, but do we have to pull the battery out first? Is that in the way, perhaps? That'd be kind of dumb. I don't want to snap anything or cause any damage. Okay, so we were connected down here. Who designed this? So wire or no? Okay, oh, there we go. Got a little leverage and now it's popping up. Okay, make sure that is all not going to be in the way. Okay, let's wiggle this a little bit. Let's disconnect that. Come on now. What are you connected on still? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, that's the problem. The SIM card tray needed to be ejected. How does this even work? Is this broken? That's weird. I think that's broken. Does that need to be pressed in? Ah, no? Kind of, yeah, kind of. We need to figure out how to get that. So that was interesting. I'll put that off to the side. All right, now we gotta look at this. Okay, and it comes out. Perfect. So now we got the brains of the operation here. Okay, and that's where that flex port thing pops into, which is ridiculous. Set this off to the side. So now this is actually okay. So let's go ahead and take a mental note. So this is being held in place with this clip here. Is this being held down? No, it is not. Is this okay? That pulls out like that. Okay. Now this pulls up, correct? Or does it pull out? We gotta make sure we're not gonna damage anything. Why isn't that pulling out? Why are you stuck? There's a screw there. No. So why isn't this just pulling up? Is it because we need to put a little more pressure on it? Maybe. What is that little doodad? Okay. Don't know what that is exactly. We gotta make sure. We might need these coaxial cable things. Let's look into this port. Does this port look bad? Oh, good heavens. That's probably what our problem is. It's just dirty. Yeah, all right. I tried cleaning the port up with some isopropyl alcohol before we even tried this. So it's not really that. So I'll put that off to the side. All right. Now we have this turkey, which again, I have been told, well, I may not have been told. I have found sources of the internet that say this thing's really difficult to take apart because they decided to, you know, weld it in or something. So we got a few different options here. Now, hopefully, this isn't sharp enough to puncture this battery and it goes. We'll find out. So now, this phone came out in what, 2019? 7-year-old phone. Is the glue that strong? It's okay right now. Maybe we'll see. Some people like to throw some isopropyl alcohol down in there, which might work. We also need to be careful we're not gonna pop the screen some weird way too, huh? Hopefully that doesn't happen. That would be tragic. The glue seems to be okay. It's, of course, we might just be in the soft areas. And again, it might have worn off all this time. Hopefully we are nicking the mid-frame and not something part of the glass screen. Okay. The suspense. Why are you wiggling this piece? That's gotta be the glass screen. Just gotta stay away from that area. Whoa. Oh, this mid-frame is coming out. Why is this mid-frame coming out? Oh dear. I don't like that. All right, well, let's see. Oh, good heavens, okay. And our screen has come unglued. Bother. All right, well, that is not what I was hoping or expecting. Do we have any damage to the screen? Doesn't look like it except for this stuff. I don't know why that happened. Probably a charger knocking into it. All right, no big deal. Nobody panic. We're okay. Woo. Oh, oh, dang it. That's why. Yeah, let's just have an exposed stupid block here. Then that way we can start nicking the screen with our pry tool. Ooh, okay. We're all right. It's okay. A new screen is not horrible if it was to be that. We don't know if we damage the screen now because they decided at LG to do something stinky. Probably why people used heat guns to get these batteries out. That is crazy. Why wouldn't, I mean, I know it's saving money. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't make sense, right? Because this is like some sort of aluminum. This would be acting as a heat transference thing. So why wouldn't you have a thing there? That is just, did they want you to break your screen when you try to replace the battery? Is that what it is? LG, explain yourself. Well, it didn't explode yet. If this sucker goes, we're all doomed. It is airtight, so it's at least something. I should put a bunch of sand or something in there. All right, now we have the mid-frame, but the only problem is we're gonna have to reattach the screen now. But we also have to make sure it's actually functioning still, because that could be a problem. We're gonna make sure everything fires up first, because we don't wanna have to take this thing apart and order a new screen. We can fix this, we can deal with this. This is why we started this channel, is to learn, to expand, to grow, to figure things out, and hopefully to record myself doing it. So now this thing is gonna go this way, and it goes into here, okay. And then it's gonna connect to the motherboard, okay. Where's the motherboard? Heck of a question to ask. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's put the motherboard here, and we're going to, let's go ahead and just connect it like this first. I think that makes sense. So we'll connect this here like this, if I can get that lined up. And this is always a problem, getting these things. They're like Legos, but they're harder to put together. Okay, I think we got it right there. There we go. All right, cool. Now, yeah, we're gonna need those connectors. Let's go ahead and mirror that really quickly just so we know what we're doing. So everything else is on there except for those wires. And how do we get that underneath there? Oh, bother. Does this pop up? Yeah, kind of. Oh, that broke. Cool. What if that'll break on the new one? All right, well, we'll see. So we need to get, okay, how does this come out? Pop up there, okay. It's got a little gold band, cool. All right, this comes this way. And it's caught under, why would they do, who designed this? I mean, that's no way of getting that off, right? Who designed this? Okay, so we gotta pop this off. Okay, now this, oh, I forgot that was connected like that. Okay, so we got this thing. Gotta connect this wire here. Come on now. Sometimes these are a pain in the neck. There we go. And now we gotta get this thing hooked into this spot. I don't know why this is so stupid. Alright, there we go. I have no idea if that's okay or not. We'll find out sometime. All right, we'll find out later. Okay, and then this one, it just goes, who at LG thought that they should take a plastic thing that breaks, unless this can be taken off? I mean, is that a possibility? Does this thing even pop? I mean, maybe this pops up, right? I mean, does that make sense? And then it pops in? Yeah, maybe that's the issue. So, no, this won't damage it. We'll try this. All right, so does this pop up then? I mean, it could be that thing's just old and broke down its connectors or whatever. I mean, how else would you get that to work? This is ridiculous. Where's a pick? Maybe pick would be better. Okay, that'll work. There we go. That's better. It's still stupid, but at least we got that figured out. And then this connects into here. I really like that white and gold look. That's pretty cool. All right, now this just pops into here. Come on. There we go. Yes, there we go. Okay. Now we got to get the black wire in. It's so fiddly getting these things connected. It's ridiculous. I wonder who invented these things. Patience is a virtue. First try, right? Come on. Let's try it again. Come on. How is this one wire the most difficult part of this entire thing? Come on. We actually got it. Yay! Now we can connect this to this. Oh yay, more of those connectors. Yippee! Alright, cool. I'm gonna take a moment and reset. My phone, Samsung Galaxy A14 5G, is saying that there's only 36 minutes of recordable time, which is another reason why I want to get this phone working. It's because this phone, I think, has 128 gigabytes, but I could be wrong. Whereas the Samsung only has 64, which is tiny. I wonder if I could, let me see something. Just realized I could start recording from the SD card, so the time constraint is not as important. Alright, so we got that finally on there. Alright, cool. Now let's see, we gotta get this thing back on there. It goes over here, and this goes this way, I think. Yeah. There we go. I have to clean all this glue residue off here. This is the screen side? No. Yeah, this is the screen side. It looks horrible, but we'll just clean this up. Just use it. Isopropyl alcohol and a little bit of a Q-tip. We want a good clean surface. If the screen still works, to go ahead and adhere the glue. Make sure all these crevices and cracks are cleaned. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the screen. This old glue is really tough to get off. I think we'll just leave some of it on. I'll hope for the best. All right, so this goes like this. Okay, we just got to do a quick test. Make sure everything is working okay. Make sure that this gets fit in here the right way. Let's fold it up there. And then this thing comes down through this way. We got to get this into place. Make sure that this isn't going to cut off. There we go. And now we just kind of maneuver this and wiggle it a little bit. I think this could go down, yeah. Go ahead and connect these connectors up. Okay, that one's snapped in. Good, good, good. Oh, that one's nice too. Nice. We're almost 3 for 3. There we go. Now let's go ahead and grab the battery real quick. Make sure we're okay, and then we'll take everything apart and glue it into place if it looks good. Just got a brand new battery as well. See how this looks. This is from Injured Gadgets as well. Smells like permanent marker. Alright. Alright, let's try installing this and then putting it in. It's okay, I guess. Don't like that as much, but it'll be okay. Does this have any charge at all? No? Okay. Let's try plugging it in real quick. Just have our amp meter as well, give us an idea of what's going on. It's possible that this battery is just really drained. Alright. Anything? Oh, there we go. Okay. And we're actually pulling 1 amp, 195 on the meter. So that's good. It's at 36%. Okay. Cool. Good enough for me. Now, what we'll do is we will disassemble everything. So let's go ahead and pop that battery out. We're going to have to glue that battery down. Always want to use plastic just so we don't short anything out. Always disconnect the battery. And there we go. Let's go ahead and, we probably, you know what? We got to disconnect this piece for sure. We really don't need to disconnect the motherboard, do we? I don't think so. We might. Depends on if this is going to separate or not. It's actually being held in there pretty good, but we're going to add some. There you go. Yeah, that just pops off. Darn. Do we want to do like that? Okay, we got 2 options. We can add glue like this, or we can take the motherboard out. Let's just try it like this. Make sure we got a clean surface for the glue to adhere to. This might be the wrong way to do this, but we're doing it anyways. This is why I like using the tape as opposed to the glue. It's easier to deal with. It's alright. Make sure we don't have anything on the screen. I already used isopropyl alcohol on the screen before, which I guess does remove the oleophobic coating, which is why it has fingerprints galore. That's alright though. We're gonna go ahead and grab a clamp maybe, I'm thinking. We'll go ahead and just use a couple of clamps real quick just to make sure it's all good. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up this port here, I think. Just use a clean brush, a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. I think what we should do is... Oh, is our battery sort of actually in place? Yeah, not really. We'll just add just a teeny bit. It's actually not horrible. We probably could get away with throwing this in there and leaving it, but we'll just add a little bit of double-sided tape. We ain't got no double-sided tape. All right, you know what? Can't find any double-sided tape. And let's go ahead and make sure we are still charging. Not that I'm paranoid or anything. Good, 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 good. Now we got that done. Now we gotta put our attention to this back. So looking at this back and this back, we need to transfer over this fingerprint sensor, this camera module thing, and I think that's it. I don't think these are necessarily... Are these anything? Is this like just rubber? I think this is just rubber and that's just a print from the do flippy. Alrighty, so that's sticky and that's sticky. Alright. I think this thing came with this B7000 stuff, so I'm assuming they want you to go whoop and then whoop and then whoop and then whoop and just kind of like throw it everywhere. The only issue is getting this off. Now we could use some heat, which might be what we're gonna have to do. Maybe. Bother, that is so... Okay, we're gonna have to use some heat. I think we're gonna have to go for some unga bunga heat because, I don't know, this pad might work, but it might not. Let's give Rad a try. Will this be a little bit easier to pull off, perhaps? Perchance to dream? Why is this glue stronger than the battery adhesive? Oh gosh, that is crazy. Man, this stuff's crazy strong. Okay, well that came off. Now we gotta see if we can get this fingerprint sensor disconnected. That's the question. This looks even more fragile than the other stuff. I think if we're really careful and really slow and really delicate, we'll break it into 5 pieces. Will this just pop free? Is it possible? It'll just... Yes, it will. It'll pop. Alright, now don't be stupid. Oof, dang gum. Alright, cool. Okay, cool. I think we're okay. Nothing broke, nothing tore. Now just clean this glue off and then we will put it on the new back. Alright, I guess that's okay. Alright, that'll help it stick anyways. Alright, just gonna grab our T7000 glue and hope for the best. Prepare for the worst. We also have to remember that our headphone port is still here, which we'll have to put back. For some reason, the power button is only working if I press down slightly here. So that is strange. So let's go ahead and it's disassembled. Let me go ahead and pop this motherboard a little bit. We should be okay. You know what? My brain must have been on vacation momentarily because I realized, you know what? The screws need to be in place to press down on the motherboard. So I don't need to readjust this. I think we just need to get those screws in. Not sure what I was thinking. We got the earpiece thing. I think that needs to go in first. Are we forgetting anything? I don't think so. Headphones. Headphone port. Almost forgot. And this thing, we need to clean this thing up a little bit too. Just make sure we have good connection. Now this thing should just be put in, I think we probably just maneuver this there and then push this in. Yes, there we go. Actually, I didn't even show that on camera. Fantastic control of the camera works. Fantastic use of brain and speech patterns. Now we can get this screwed in here. We're making progress. Now we need to get the bottom piece put in, which I think this piece just fits in here like this, right? Why aren't you sitting down there? Is that right? I think that's right. Now, if we did this right, this should be this one over here, because we've actually tried to keep some organization here. There we go. I didn't think that's something's going on here. I don't think this is. There we go. I needed to press it down a little bit more. We're good. We're good. All right. Now then, there's what, 3 here? I thought that. Okay. Yeah, so this is, it's a little weird. And this one goes in here, I think. That over there. Okay, now we need the main piece here. There we go. And there we go. Okay, now what we're going to also do is we're going to test this out one more time and make sure we've got charging, because that would be terrible if we had issues and put this all back together. Not that I'm paranoid or anything, or negative. That's not even taking any amps, so I just messed something up. This is Oh, there's the battery ain't even connected. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Oh no. All right, well, no one saw that. We'll just edit all this out. Make ourselves look like a genius. Also, one of these screws was attached here, so I thought they was missing. This was going fantastic. I'm going to look like a genius. Just occurred to me that it might be a little bit harder to get that in since we got that battery glued in. There we go. That should be okay. There we go. I think that'll be good. Now let's see if that'll... Plug our phone in and see if we have any amp draw now. Yes, we have amp draw. And there's the charging symbol. Alright, good. Now we fixed that issue. Now we can put the phone back together. We'll pretend I know exactly where all these screws go. One last screw and we are good to go. Make sure that that power button actually works. Yes, it works. Alright, let's go ahead and keep on dealing with this thing. Turn it off. And let's go ahead and take care of this last little bit. We have to get this new backing prepped. We need to get this thing glued up onto this area. Let's just go ahead and grab our B7000 stuff, or B whatever we got. What is this? Where is it? Yeah, we'll just add a little bit of dab of stuff just around here. Bam. Perfect. Probably gonna leak out like crazy, but that's okay. And the last thing we do before we push that back in, we're gonna just take a little bit of a Q-tip and some isopropyl alcohol, and we are going to just lightly brush off the camera modules here, just to make sure we didn't get any dust on them. Now take our lenses and our fingerprint scanner, line the fingerprint scanner up first, and then line the sensors up. So good. We'll go ahead and press that down so that makes good structural contact. Now let's go ahead and just well, we'll wait on that. All right, so now we got to put this in. And this just fits in here like this. Just got to get that lined up. Oh, bother, that's... What are the lens thing? Oh, shoot. What? Are you kidding me? Darn, I was trying to get that. All right, well. I was just trying to get this up because I realized we were missing one little bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and see if I can just put this in here while we still got the glue. There we go. Oh shoot, now that's broken too. Lovely. Well, lovely. It's gonna be a miracle if this thing works. What we're going to do, just nobody panic, nobody panic. We got this. We're just going to take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and do this. Make sure we got a good connection there. I don't believe this is going to work very good, but we'll try. All right, let's see if we can get this thing lined up here now. Okay. We'll just leave this like it is, and yeah. Whee! Was this thing as brittle? No, of course not. This is like way oh, there, it's still broke, but this thing is way thicker than that. Alright, well, it's okay. This is what cases are for. Alright, this has been charging for a while, and it is still drawing 0.369 amps, which is fine. Look. The fingerprint still works! Yay! Yippee! Cool. And now we've just got a slightly damaged back and a slightly damaged front, but a charging port that actually worked. Charging. No sim phone, that's fine. Now let's flip it. Charging! Yay! This was one of the cables that it wasn't working with, so we are good to go. Fantastic. We just had a slight issue. Now, does the screen still work? Does the camera work? Has it got any block? So, okay, I'm gonna have to clean up the lens. Video works. No shades or blocks. What about the flashlight? Looks fine. Looks okay. Nice. Very nice. Looks like we got it working. What about, and Wi-Fi's working. Cool, cool, cool. And is Bluetooth working? Yes, Bluetooth is working. Fantastic. Sweet. So the reason why I wanted to use this phone instead of this Samsung Galaxy A14 is because this phone, even though it came out in, let's see, what time did it come out? LG G8 specs. This is the thin Q, by the way, not the X. The X has 2 screens, but it's a little slower. Yep, all right. So it's a 6.1 inch screen, but it is a 4K display. It's got 16 megapixels, 6 gigabytes of RAM, a Snapdragon 550, 3500 watt hour amp battery. It isn't 5G. It came out in 2019, so it is 7 years old, but it's still got some life in it, you know? It's got a POLED display. It's got HDR10. It's still got some specs that are halfway decent. It's got a microscope. It's got a micro SD card slot. And it works fine. And the screen is really good compared to the, it's only a 60 hertz screen, but it's still compared to the A14. This is just a bit better phone. It's a little more snappy. And now with this new battery, hopefully it works okay. I got it from Injured Gadgets, but this one is going to be pretty dang diddly darn good. Now, the only other thing is, will it fit? Okay, that'll work. We're good with that. A little bit of some damage coming through, but that's okay. It's okay. It works perfectly fine. Yippee! Let's go. And I'll probably be using this one. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's a good question, because you know what? I wonder how much storage does this thing have? Because the A14 only has 64 gigabytes internal. Yeah, 128 gigabytes plus an SD card. This thing was a flagship back in the day. Probably would be better to have a V60, but that's fine. Maybe we'll look for a new phone someday and try to repair a new phone. But it's working, so I'll probably be switching back to this to record videos. And yeah, cool. Not bad at all. Well, thank you guys for watching. At least it was halfway successful. I would say it was a 85% successful repair. That, I will take it. All right, and we just had a little bit of waste. Not a huge amount. And we have a new phone. A new old phone. An old phone that's new. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless. Whee!